Yo, what's up guys, it's Trisco. I was about to start a new project tonight on my own, and then I remembered I have a YouTube channel, so I figured let's record it and put it on YouTube. Also, I wanted to say, some of you guys have been texting me, asking me if I do one-on-one lessons, and the answer is yes. I've never really announced it, but if you guys want to book one-on-one sessions with me, feel free to just shoot me a text on Instagram or Discord, whatever, and we'll figure out a time to do that together, and I'll be more than happy to help you on your projects. So yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. Anyway, that's enough talking for now. Let's start cooking something here. I'll open up the Reason Rack plugin, obviously, and we'll go straight into Malstrom. So I'm debating whether we go with Square 4 or we just go with something else. Let's go with something else first and we'll see what comes out. We can always come back to Square 4, you know, it's like always good. So yeah, let's start to do some sound design. Shape 20, volume modulation, sync, and one shot, 3/16. Alright, send this to filter A on the combs. Keyboard tracking is on, some resonance a bit. Okay, it sounds a bit weird now, but I like the foundation of it, so I think we'll keep that. I don't know in the final edit of the video if I'll make some edit on the sound design time here, but basically what we have is a PWM index is on 88, going into a comps filter with keyboard tracking, a little bit of modulation using the filter envelope, some filter modulation with mod B, volume automation, and then we have this shape on mod A, pushing the index a bit. Now from here, I want to add some variation options with the mod wheel. So on the filter, maybe if we go -1 or -2. All right, that gives us some options, maybe with the index as well. Alright, that's cool. Let me see if we can even add a second wavetable here. Of course, we need that to go to the filter. Alright, I think it's good enough for now. Let's start adding some effects here. Coarse flanger. Very subtle, but we can hear some movement coming out of this, so I really like using this. Add a phaser. Same thing, very subtle, but adding some movement. Then I want to try adding this vocoder. I like using it on the EQ, like EQ settings. Yeah, and then some distortion. Let's try to add a delay here, very short, milliseconds. Alright, I think the sound as it is now is not too bad. So we're gonna go into post chain now. Start with some OTTs. Some saturation. Now we're gonna add some reverb, a delay, and then some EQing for now. And then I'll go again with the reason rack just because I want this reverb in here. Yeah, I think it's pretty good now. So I'm just gonna double this and I'll add some drums and then we can start working on the flow. So I'm gonna add the drums off recording and I'll catch you guys after. All right, so nothing crazy for the drums, just a kick, a couple claps stacked together and a very simple hi-hat for now. Sounds like this. So now we can add a sub bass, boom. Now let's come up with a good flow and see where it takes us. I think I want to go with 8 notes. Let's put it all the way for now. It means I need an automation on the rate. Let's copy this on the sub bass. All right, and then we need also here an automation on the rate. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe it sounds better if the last one on the sub is just a quarter note so that it fills out the space a bit. Yeah. Remove the drums. And at the end, let's make a triplet. So what I'm gonna do, because it's annoying, I'll duplicate this and that one will be the quarter note synth, you know? What about we do it like that? So we just sometime keep it normal. All right, let me add some effects in the background real quick and I'll catch you guys after. All right, so I just added an exhaust sound from Kashmir and Atmos and just a short sweep for the fake out here when the drums come in. It just adds some impacts, so it sounds like this, just the effects. All right, so all together now, this is what we have so far. Sounds pretty good. I'm just gonna add subtle variations on the drums, I think. And then we can just do some sort of clap rolls here. All right, let's start doing some stuff on the second part. Obviously, we have to change the sound a bit and change the flow. So let me add some variation first in the sound. This is where we can use the mod wheel that we set up earlier. Now we can change some of the notes. Alright, and in here, let's go full triplets. Alright, I think it's not too bad. And now let's try to match the hi-hats with the bass line. We can either go triplets following the bass or just make it faster, I don't know. Or we can go full on triplets. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see from the start. Alright, I like it, but the sound doesn't change enough for me, so we can try to mess around with some parameters here, like the index. Alright, so for the second part, we also need to match the sub bass. And to make it easier for me, I think I'm just going to duplicate it. Now I want to process that a little bit together with an OTT in here and some saturation a little bit. And I want to try adding a disperser at the beginning. Alright, that sounds pretty good to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a quick intro and then I think we can call it a day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry again, it's been so long since my last upload. I know I keep saying this, but I'll do my best to start uploading more regularly. Anyway, this project file will be on my Patreon like always. Join us on Discord, follow me on SoundCloud, all the socials. And yeah, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.